the Xbox Series X and the PS5. Both unapologetically massive consoles that look like they were designed by aliens. Both incredibly powerful consoles designed to play the most technically advanced games available. As an official professional video game journalist, I knew there was one game at launch I had to cover. Not the game people deserved, the one they needed. So yeah, I'm sure you can guess what game it's going to be. It's a PS5 game. You can see it back there, you can see it on here. I'm going to go ahead and cover, Spider-Man. Oh. Oh. Yes, the song is right. It's Bugsnax. Oh, whoa, it's Bugsnax. The game that somehow overshadowed every other one announced at the PS5 reveal event and became an internet sensation overnight is finally out. Does it live up to its promise of being a charming catch-em-all type game with horrific Cronenbergian body horror? Well, let's fright her out.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
When Bugsnax was first shown, it was no surprise that it came from the developers at Young Horses. These were the people that brought us Octodad Dadliest Catch. The game where, well, you're a dad, who is actually an octopus in disguise, and you complete ordinary day-to-day tasks like going to the grocery store and working around the house. It's a surprisingly fun, very chaotic game that gets surprisingly sentimental by the end. So of course Young Horse's next game would be Bugsnax. A game where you're a journalist catching bugs that are snacks, helping Muppet-like people overcome their personal issues, and also feeding said Muppets bug snacks to turn them into terrifying beings. Yeah, Young Horses would have created that. As fun as Octodad was, it still felt a little superfluous by the end. Bugsnax luckily has more going on both gameplay and story-wise. In Bugsnax, you play as a nameless journalist investigating an island called Snacktooth Island, after receiving a video from explorer Lizbert Megafig on said island.
I'm Lizbert, and I have made an incredible discovery here on Snacktooth Island. But this is more than a mere expedition. My followers and I have started building a new community here. Construction of our settlement is well underway.
She discovered a new race of creatures called Bugsnax that are half bug and half snack, and she implores you to document them. Next thing you know, you're flying on a ship to Snacktooth Island and out to collect all 100 species of Bugsnax. Well, that is if you want to. The main gameplay loop of Bugsnax is catching Bugsnax, but you're not doing this to catch them all unless you absolutely want to. You're catching them to help the denizens on Snacktooth Island accomplish various things that tie into whatever personal or interpersonal issues they're dealing with. These denizens are called grumpuses or grumpi. I'm not sure what the plural word for grumpus is, let alone the plural word for most words in the game. Now I know that catching Bugsnax to help people sounds a little weird, and you're right, but that's not even the start of it. You'll help a fading pop star find her muse, help a conspiracy theorist fight the Grumpinati, and help a buff Grumpus get even buffer, all by feeding them different Bugsnax. And as I mentioned earlier, feeding Bugsnax to the Grumpuses causes this to happen.
Intriguing. Very good. You're actually being useful.
It's a lot to process. I've had to do some soul searching since I fed my first Bugsnax to someone, but I've finally moved past it. You can create some truly horrific monstrosities using Bugsnax, to the point where I just avoided feeding them to the Grumpuses, unless I absolutely had to. Which actually ended up being quite often because, well, they love Bugsnax. I mean, some of the citizens on Bugsnax Island are straight up addicted to them. And surprisingly, addiction is a topic explored in Bugsnax. On top of that, the game also deals with depression, separations, and conservation. It handles almost all of these topics with a deft touch.
Terribly insulted, though I have no idea what that even
Looking at the popularity of Bugsnax after its reveal, it would have been easy for young horses to make the game super memey and over the top. But they managed to tell incredibly human stories using the insane framework they laid out. All of the characters defy expectations and end up being very multifaceted. By the end, you grow to like almost every character, and all of them end up having satisfying arcs. The overarching story in Bugsnax is just as rewarding as all of the many personal arcs. It's just 1,000 times more insane. I mean, the ending to Bugsnax is wild. I'm talking wild. I heard that it was going to be crazy before completing it, but I still was not prepared for how truly bonkers it gets. But I know what you're thinking. So what if the story is great? What about the Bugsnax? I'm here to tell you that the Bugsnax are in fact great. Bugsnax are small, Bugsnax are adorable, Bugsnax are life. Clearly you know that at this point though. Half of the enjoyment you'll get out of Bugsnax is seeing all the different species within it. Which only makes it more disappointing when you find out that a lot of them are just reskinned versions of the same species. I understand that it has to be hard to come up with 100 different Bugsnax hybrids, but with that many different species, you expect more variation. That's not to say that the variants of Bugsnax are just a color swap. Normally, different species of the same base of Bugsnax have different quirks that make catching each one different. Catching Bugsnax is the main gameplay mechanic in the game, and you use a variety of tools to accomplish this. You'll use traps, tripwires, a slingshot, and even a Bugsnax bubble boy to catch Bugsnax over the course of the game. They all vary in usefulness, and each Bugsnax you encounter is weak to one in particular. Using the tools can be frustrating at times, and none of them are interesting enough to not get tiring by the end of the game. Although the actual length of the game is the primary culprit there. As much as I enjoyed the gameplay loop of Bugsnax, it does not hold up for its roughly 10-hour length. By the end, I was just mainlining quests wishing that the game had fast travel so that I could complete it even quicker. Not to mention, every biome has a loading screen between them, and even with the PS5's SSD, they were not nearly quick enough for me. No matter how frustrated I was at times, I still enjoyed the gameplay overall, and I hope if Young Horses makes a sequel, they keep the framework they made and just expand on it. Lastly, as a launch title for the PS5, I want to touch upon how Bugsnax takes advantage of the console's features. With the art direction being as stylized as it is, obviously it's not maxing out the capabilities of the PS5. Luckily, it does maintain 60 frames per second most of the time. It's not until later in the game when you're exploring larger environments that the frame rate starts to go down. For the most part, it wasn't a problem though. Also, Bugsnax takes advantage of the PS5 controller and its enhanced haptics in a great way. When sprinting, you feel the difference in terrain you're walking on ingeniously well. Trudging through snow feels completely different than when you're sprinting around in the desert biome. It's one of the better uses of the controller out of all of the launch titles, and I was surprised at how much it actually added to the experience. The most minor but ultimately most important benefit of the PS5 controller is that when you capture a Bugsnax, it speaks through the controller speaker. Just like Pokemon, Bugsnax can only say their name, so regularly you'll hear a cute voice yell words such as Bunger, Bunger, Bunger out of the controller. Everyone in your household will know when you capture a Bugsnax, and sadly when you feed a Bugsnax to someone. Get ready to get evil looks from your friends and family because you fed a Bopsicle to Filbo. That's a weird sentence, I know, but it actually makes sense. The Bugsnax not only look adorable, but as you just heard, they sound absolutely adorable also. I love catching them just to hear them say their name, as terrible as that actually sounds. As you can imagine, I went through multiple moral dilemmas while playing Bugsnax, and my therapist hates how it's undone most of her work. But hey, it's fun, and I ultimately love my time with it. As much as it looks and sounds like it, it's really not a game for children, due to the topics it actually deals with. I'd recommend this game to almost anyone else though, especially considering it's free right now for PS Plus. It's hard not to get some enjoyment out of catching Bugsnax at first, and the story is surprisingly great. It's one of my favorite launch titles of both consoles, and I'm going to go ahead and give it 8 bungers out of 10. Comment below what your favorite bug snack is, and if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe. I'll see you next week when I review Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War, the game with the longest title in history. See you later.